shake your keys and say hi.
Hello. Hello, everyone out there.
Well, you are happy now that all things have been met. We had another closer look to your contract. Brett was sweating a little bit, bless him. Simone, she doesn't seem to mind so much. Bernie and Ernie just doing their thing. But the team are here for you. So anything else you want, we'll send Brett out if that is okay.
Sounds good to me.
I mean, he's a good-looking lad, right? He's a good-looking lad. He does. He keeps himself trim. That's the way we like our team, trim. What's going on in the world of Gregg? That's 2Gs, McKella.
Yes, well, as you know, I'm about to bring up my debut solo album called Songs from the Underground.
Yes. Now, is this the first time you've done a solo album?
It is, yes. I've been always involved in different. I've my own band, Paradise 9, which has been going since the age of dawn.
Well,
1997.
Did you came in and played live for us? I'm sure you did. We definitely played Paradise 9 a fair bit on the show. Are you
good
still
stuff,
going?
Good stuff. We are still going.
Well, it is good stuff. I don't remember getting any stuff from you for ages. What's going on? Why not?
Yes.
Should I read that last email back to you? Our favourite DJ, your good self, Pete. Thought you might want the track. But, I think Paradise 9 should listen.
Well, we shall endeavour to.
We need each other. I mean, meet us halfway. We can't play you if you don't give it in.
That's true.
Hand in your homework, my friend. Hand it in, and then we will mark it. So, what's going on with Paradise 9? And did these tracks just sort of smack of something else? Was that what happened? Because
these are songs I wrote in the 90s. I mean, the Paradise 9 actually came out. The band came out of songwriting nights, but predominantly a songwriting night called Acoustic Revolution, which is based in Chiswick, West London, at various venues. And it started off with a bass player jumping in on some of my songs, and then
it's always a bass player.
It's always a bass player.
Yeah.
Then I had a guy called Stevie Tears came up with djembe, and Wayne Collier, he came in on drums, and that became the band. The bassist then was Andy McDonald.
Yes.
And we brought the first album out. We then brought a busking mate of mine, because I was busking around that time. I financed the first album through busking.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of things in music, I actually made more money busking than I did actually out of the band.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
That's course of nature.
I think it's still the case if you're hot on it.
Yeah.
Why not? You weren't busking in Aylesbury, were you?
No. So I moved to London. In '87.
Yeah.
And I did a bit of work, and then eventually I thought, I'll try my hand at busking, and a bit of that, and dispatch riding, which is a bit of a hairy occupation in London.
Yeah, back in the day.
Busking was marginally safer, so I did a bit of that. And
what kind of things were you dispatching? Because I mean, back in the day, all sorts of trade was back on those bikes, wasn't it?
Architect plans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Of course, all that trade's gone now.
Well, it has. I remember because I was a photographer in London back in the day, and films would be dispatched, and rushes would go left, right, and centre, and all sorts of very, very important things were on the back of your bike. But it's gone. That whole trade is gone with digital and all the rest. You just completely reminded me of the whole dispatch thing. Wow, that must have been quite fun as well. I mean, it's quite you guys were a breed, put it that way.
Yeah, it was great fun. Thrashing the hell out of a motorcycle and getting paid for it.
And you wouldn't. I don't remember speed cameras in those days, so you could actually have a bit of fun. Kids don't do this at home. Of course, it's unwise. So you came down to Brighton. When was that? How long ago was that?
That was 20 years.
20 years.
Nearly 20 years. It'll be my 20th anniversary on the 20th.
Wow.
Of December. So,
wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Good grief, my son. And when was Paradise 9 born?
Well, at 97. I mean, I came down to Brighton.
Okay.
I carried on with the band. We replaced the original bass player. He went. We replaced him with a more local guy called Matt Schultz. Actually, he does stuff in Shoreham at the Duke of Wellington.
Yep. Are you still in touch with all these guys?
Yeah. Still in touch. We do the occasional Duke of Wellington gig. Haven't done for a while actually, but having said that, must get in touch with Matt.
Well, he might be listening, you never know.
What else? And then Neil Mathis came along. He's our current bass player, so and then we lost Wayne, the original. He moved down to Brighton, funny enough. And
So
he went to Australia, then he came. So I got another drummer, and then we had another drummer, a drummer called Carl Sampson. He stayed with us for many years. Then he went in 2014. In 2000, we got a guy called Jonas Goland. We lost him a year later to go to the Tiger Lilies.
Every time you say we lost them, I'm thinking, oh no, and then I realise they just move.
Well, I just move on.
No, I'm good. No, I'm glad because I keep thinking you lost him.
No,
but not lost him. No, because I mean, no, but language is the thing. So where did this? Because you got an album coming out. You, my friend, have got a solo album. Did you ever think you would hear those words?
I think I always wanted to bring these songs out. I mean, the little songs I wrote through my sort of acoustic writing days, the busking days. So they're all songs from the 90s that reflect the city life, really.
So why didn't they become Paradise 9 tracks?
But Paradise 9, I wanted it. It started off as a songwriting kind of band for my songwriting, but I kind of wanted it to evolve into a psychedelic-y sort of space punk band, really, which we've achieved, really. So it's more of a unit. So it hits a genre, and we're quite, we're quite known on the underground sort of space rock psychedelic side of things, and so these songs really aren't. Sort of wouldn't fit in, really,
So the title of the album, Songs from the Underground, literally that was where you were busking. Am I guessing?
Yes,
have I joined the dots here?
You have. Yeah.
What particular line were you on?
I started off in Hammersmith subway, the various subways.
I love this. Yeah.
And then I progressed.
Various subways. Was any of this legal, sir?
Well, no.
Literally.
Well, the best places to busk are on London Underground property, and London Underground had a very dim view of busking.
Well, they did, yeah.
And especially at that time.
Yeah.
And I was part of a busking union called London Performers. I can't remember what it was called, but and they tried to engage with London Underground. They weren't interested. Well, and in the end, London Underground did put together a busking slots where people could go and bus.
They had that little sticker on the floor, didn't they? Fake stage and all that. But I haven't seen that recently. Has that been gone?
I don't know.
I've seen
really,
fake stages down the old underground.
I think it's still going, but it was a lottery, really. I mean, you get offered like 2 or 3 slots. I never did it.
You didn't do the official?
Not the official.
No,
stay on the edge.
It's not in your bones, is it?
You get offered. If you get offered like. Oxford Circus or Leicester Square, you're going to do well. If you're stuck out in Canning Town or somewhere, about 3 people go past.
Yeah, but you never found out where they were going to stick you.
Absolutely.
You never even tried.
Well, that's true. But
I love it. And listen, so where did you Hammersmith? Then after they moved you on too many times, where did you end up then?
Well, I ended up on the Piccadilly line.
Did you?
Yeah.
Just
about 45 miles an hour between Acton Town and the airport, and then coming out the airport.
What, doing on the trains?
Actually on the trains.
Oh no, really? Did that work then?
Well, it got Paradise 9's first album out, yeah.
Well, no, but I mean, did you take the money on the trains? I always think that's because people go, oh no, here he comes, and you can see him walking up and walking. Oh, he's going.
It did kind of suss out, really. I mean,
it's so in your face.
It is, but we kind of. I mean, there's a whole community of us. I mean, I must say, I'm still about 20. I'm still in touch with some of the old busking guys.
Did you ever come across Jamie Welligan? Might have not been around on that time, but he's brilliant. He's been doing it for years. He's still doing it. That is basically his job. Metropolitan Elite is the name of one of his bands.
Right.
Annex the Moon is the name of another of his band, and he's just die in the wool London Underground busker. And a brilliant performance. I mean, you really do learn your trade, don't you?
Well, you do. You know what works and what doesn't work, and you tend to sort of stick with what works.
Yeah.
But I kind of worked out that if you jump on, and I'd say that I hope nobody minds. If anybody objected, then you don't play it.
Did you ever get any aggro?
Not as much as you think, but yeah, occasionally there's a few hairy moments.
Yeah.
There's a few stories which I could fill up the show with.
Well, fill your boots.
Yeah.
By the way, interrupting, lovely message in from the last song I played. Actually, it says message just in from Meg on a narrow boat in Little Venice. Brilliant song from Sam Power, a great number. Heard it on Jessie the Narrowboat. You see, we were talking about living on a boat a little bit earlier with our previous guest, Kieran and Claire, who have swapped from Seven Dials to the marina, living on a boat. Didn't get the name of their boat. I like that. I like the fact we got Jessie the Narrowboat. Lovely, very cool. So the album and songs from the underground, we've got Gregg McKella here, stripped down, ready for you, my friends. The album is released officially on the 5th of December. That is the end of this week. And at the very end of this week, because Sunday is, are you week starts on a Sunday or week starts on a Monday? Well, I just need to clarify.
Monday for me. Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, I need this to be clarified. So I would say Sunday is the end of this week, on the 7th of December. It's not next week, and it's not the previous week, and it's not the week after. It is the end of this week, 7th of December, Sunday. Now that launch party, that is at the Brunswick. Tell us all about that.
Right, well, I'm going to have that. It will be a full band.
Yeah.
I mean, I recorded the album came about with my friend Martin Litmus. Me and Martin and a guy called Kev Ellis and the Real Music Club used to put on a memorial gig for the co-founder of the Real Music Club, a guy called Judge Trev, who also played in Inner City Units.
Yeah.
With Nick Turner, who played in Hawkwind.
Quick question, by the way.
Yeah.
Mark Johnson, who does a fantastic show on Radio Reverb, just messaged in. He said, old Yar Wobble worked on the underground. Did you used to ever came across him? Jar, is it Jar or Yar? Jar. Oh, Jar. Jar Wobble.
No, I haven't, but I saw him last month.
Who said Yar? What? Shut it! That you see, that's Brett. That is. Yeah, we know it's Jar Wobble. Fool. So I do apologise for the team. You know, they're of a certain age. That's the problem. So you saw him last week, Jar Wobble?
No, I think a few weeks ago.
What?
He played at the Con Club.
Oh, I see. You went to see him. You went to see him.
Yeah.
No, fair enough. No, fair dues. Listen, would you like to play a song? What have you got lined up?
Yeah, I'm going to play New Horizons.
New Horizons. This is. I'm assuming everything you're going to play is from the new album.
Yes.
Awesome, folks. We've got Gregg McKella just for you.
For a long, long time. Think it's lost its taste, think it's time to go to here, there, or anywhere that may show a new direction. Looking at tower blocks standing so high they block the sky. And I'll know when it's time to go, when it's time to find, time to go, time to find, time to go. Looking out for tomorrow, you know when it's time to go. Pushing out, pushing back with the sorrow, who knows what will show. Don't forget all your pretty trees, pretty scenes that you might follow. Looking out for tomorrow and looking at a new direction. Yeah, looking at a new horizon from la 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 from la 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 la. Going to the place where the river runs, where the mountains high, you can feel the sun, where the air is clean, the land is green, and we can drink from the mountain spring. Looking at trees that stand so high, they kiss the sky. And I'll know when it's time to go, when it's time to find, time to go, time to find, time to go. Looking out for tomorrow, you know when it's time time to go. Pushing out, pushing back on the sorrow. Who knows of what will show? Don't forget all your pretty dreams, pretty scenes that you might follow. Looking out for tomorrow and looking at a new direction. Yeah, looking at a new horizon from hell, la 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 la, from hell, la 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 la, from hell, la 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 la, from hell, la la. Right for a total change, when the time is right to rearrange, just follow your heart to anywhere that it may take you. Looking at people as you pass on by, looking at friends you kiss goodbye, and I know when it's time to go, when it's time to find, time to go, time to find, time to go. Looking out for tomorrow, you know when it's time to go. Pushing out, pushing back on the sorrow. Who knows what will show? Don't forget all your pretty dreams, pretty scenes that you might follow. Looking out for tomorrow and looking at a new direction. Yeah, looking at new horizon from hell, la 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 la, from hell, la 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 la, from hell, la 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 la, from hell, la la. Seriously? Very good. We got Gregg McKella here. Yeah, that was New Horizons, which I would say is a track from Songs from the Underground. How do people get hold of that? Have you got to do hard copies and everything? We are going to have hard copies, yeah. We're going to have CDs. Yeah. How was too long to bring out vinyl? So, well, 69 minutes long. So. 69 minutes, but that song was 69 minutes long. Yeah, it is a bit of a... Yeah. It's one of the long tracks. But yeah, it's gorgeous. New Horizons. Yeah. We'll have some copies on the night, and it's been available for pre-sale, so it's available now from Gregg McKella RadioReverb.com. Now listen, Greg, you've got another hat on, you know, running alongside your music, and that's the sort of, you know, I'd say campaigning, the awareness of prostate cancer. Now talk me through, is there a story here? Oh yes, indeed there is. Yeah. Well, when I started doing the album, which was 6 years ago, and a few things got in the way of it. One of them was COVID. I remember COVID. I was recording these at my friends' mines in Devizes, so I'd go up there, we'd do all the stuff there, and you know, do stuff at home as well. Then I got hit with well, the doctor asked the stories I give when I play live. I do announce. I do have a PSA sort of announcement, public service announcement.
Yes,
I call it public service announcement, but it also PSA also stands for a prostate specific antigen test. Now I was given one of those by my doctor.
For any other reason, whether any symptoms?
I had no symptoms, so that's the thing.
So why did your doctor do that?
Well, I said we're going for the test, and I got to 60. And there were some things she said, "Oh, there's a few imbalances here. I'd like to." She suggested it. I had no idea what it was for. I didn't ask. And then about a week later, I got a call, and it was from a consultant says, "Oh, we're seeing something suspicious." They will say something suspicious, and they will say something straight away. Do they?
They don't. No.
And so I went and got sent off for an MRI scan, and then they found a 14 millimeter tumour in there.
Oh my days! That sounds rather large.
And of course,
you had no
this
prior.
This is the thing, and this is why I campaign.
Okay, so how are you feeling now? Because this has been what I'm going to say is that this has been a bit of an odd week. The last 10 days, there's been so much about PSA in the news, and my takeaway from it was, don't bother doing the PSA because it's a rogue test anyway. False negatives, false positives. We can find out someone's got it, and then we do invasive surgery. We didn't need to. They could have lived all their lives with it. I'm so confused because everyone that I have spoken to in your situation say, for God's sake, get a test. So what are we to make of all that?
Well, this is the misinformation really, and if I had not, my GP's saved my life. If she'd not put me forward for that test, I'd have no idea I had it, and it would have been invasive, like you say, surgery, or chemotherapy, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Which would have cost the taxpayer more money to have more expensive treatment, frankly. But this is the thing, it was supposed to go up. The NICE is supposed to vote on this to and hopefully get it for national screening. But it isn't.
And it didn't.
So, I mean, why am I a member? I joined a member of a thing called Picasso, which is Prostate Cancer Support Organisation, which is based in the southern counties. So Sussex through to Dorset.
Yeah.
And they put on regular testing events. I'd already been, a friend of mine, Roy Weir, turned around and said, I've got a friend, he's involved in this charity, and it's run by all the volunteers, guys who's had prostate cancer.
Ah, brilliant.
And I got advice, because at that time I was faced with you could have surgery, we could have radiotherapy. What do?
And
you
what did you do?
I had surgery, I had a prostatectomy.
Yeah.
That took me a lifetime, to say.
Well, yeah, and side effects, the results now?
I'm fine. I'm pretty
fantastic.
Recovery.
Isn't that amazing? So basically, take away from speaking to you, who actually knows, get a test.
Yeah.
Get a test, gents. Get a test.
If you're over 40.
Over 40, yeah. You see what I mean? My GP goes, well, yeah, you're not 60 yet. And it's like, well, so what?
If you're over 50, you're entitled to it.
Well, this is it. Would you like to do another song? What would you like to play?
I'd like to do Face in the Crowd.
Is this 12 minutes or is it?
This is 12 minutes. It's about 5 minutes.
I love it. Face in the Crowd, folks. Gregg McKella, take it away.
hang around these days, so it goes. And hang around and look around, watch your people go. People go, the day is long, the sun is hot, wondering what is what and what is really not. the crowd and you'll see that face, a face in the crowd alone. Stick around and hang around and slowly pushing onwards through the crowd. Talk a lot. What is what and surely what is not allowed. Have you time to see him now? Have you any time at all? A problem share can be a problem spare. Can you listen to a desperate call? And can you see these people rushing around? And can you see the clock hands move slowly around? And can you see that face, his face in the crowd? Can you see that face, a face in the crowd alone? See the time. What's the time? It's come to 5:30. And once again, the rushing starts. Time for some to come alive. See his face. What's his face? Did you ever really know his name? Out of luck. Common stock is the nature of that city game. And can you see these people rushing around? And can you see the clock hands move slowly around? And can you see that face in the crowd? Can you see that face, his face in the crowd alone? Like a needle in a haystack.
There you go. It suddenly does that. And, there's no warning, of course, it's live. That is the sound of Gregg McKella. We were ready, by the way. You can see roadies looking around. That was Facing the Crowd, Gregg McKella, that's 2 G's. Another message in from Kenny Murray. I lived up there for a while. I wonder what he's talking about. Did consider busking, but didn't have the bottle. Lovely. Respect to Gregg. Well, that's what we want. A bit of respect for Gregg. Now, listen, we're so out of time, it hurts. But we're going to schedule you around. Please, before we do the last track, Charlie Don't Mind. This album, Songs from the Underground, is out Friday the 5th of December. There are hard copies abound, and you guys can pick one up at the launch party at the Brunswick on Sunday the 7th of December. Jeanette Murphy not only is going to be on backing vocals, but also supporting. What kind of what do we have to expect from the amazing Jeanette Murphy? I know she's Dulwich bound, but what kind of music?
Again, an ex-busker like me.
Ex-busker, you see, keep it tight.
We played in a band together many moons ago in London.
Okay. Yeah.
She's sort of cross between a bit of Joan Armatrading, a bit
nice.
Tracy Chapman, that kind of
So
feel.
will she be doing covers on?
Be doing her own stuff.
Doing her own stuff,
yeah,
brilliant, love it. I'd love to talk to you forever. We are so out of time. Would you like to do Charlie Don't Mind?
Yeah.
Is that all right? Sorry to rush you.
No.
You're a good man.
Can I say that?
You can say what you like.
We will be a full band.
No, you can't. Yeah. No, go on, please.
Yeah, we'll be a full band. I'll have
Wayne.
Paradise 9 and Tyro for Paradise 9 helping me out on guitar.
That's Tyrone Thomas to you.
And we got Nick Ben on violin, and Mr. Eugene on violin, and Carrie Grace, and
it's going to be a gorgeous sound.
Yeah.
It's going to be brilliant. Lots of fiddle playing. I love it. That's cool. Very cool. What are you going to play for us now?
Yeah, this is Charlie Don't Mind, and it's based on an old busker mate of mine, and it's called Charlie Don't Mind. See the passengers take their seats. Some are standing on their feet. Fear the music of the train shooting through the city. No one says a thing. Charlie sings a pity, and they're a million miles away from you. Watch the lady pass the time as we hurtle on down the line. 17 across, 53 down. If only she could get out of this damn town. And she is a million miles away from them, and they just wanna get closer in. And Charlie don't mind, he's playing guitar again. At the end of the day, he'll be hammered at the bar again. And they never know what to say, they never know what to do. Another day is over, another day is done, and all they can think of is run, run, run. And they're done now and then. He's got his face buried in the news. She's staring straight down at her shoes. Hear the rustle of the page, hear the silent rage. They do anything at all to escape that cage. And he's a million miles away from them, and they just wanna get closer in. But Johnny don't mind, he's playing guitar for them. At the end of the day, he'll be hammered at the bar again. And Charlie don't mind, he's singing old songs to them. When the hat goes round, he'll be hammered at the bar again. Johnny can make him smile, if only for a little while. He's already been and done it, plays another hit, doesn't have to swallow all that bullshit. And he's getting on down with them. Hear that music from the trains, hear it coming from the subways again. Another 30 faces, another 40 places, and all Charlie ever did was run, run, run. And he's getting on down with them, and they're getting on down with him. But Charlie don't mind, he's playing those songs to them. At the end of the day, he'll be hammered at the bar again. Charlie don't mind, he's singing old songs again. At the end of the day, he'll be hammered at the bar again. And Charlie don't mind, he's playing guitar again. At the end of the day, he'll be hammered at the bar again. When the hat goes round, he'll be hammered at the bar again. At the end of the day, he'll be hammered at the bar again. At the end of the day, he'll be hammered at the bar again.
Charlie Don't Mind, from Gregg McKella's latest album, brand new solo album, Songs from the Underground. And if you're ever so slightly offended by the one cuss in there, do apologise. Greg, thank you so much for coming by. You are awesome. I really appreciate that. Please have a great launch this coming Sunday at the Brunswick, and album released Friday the 5th of December. Greg, you are such a star. Thank you.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you.